Hi, everybody. I am Jennifer Mirsky, and I'm here today to talk about what content does and why it is crucial for your business growth. I'm going to share my secrets from decades in the media, print, television, digital, and then full circle. Yes, this is me in the 80s at Life magazine. So these are some of the leading brands that I have been lucky to work with. But let's talk about you. When I create content, I put the customer first. And today, that audience is you. So content is the vehicle to grow your business. It's how you generate awareness about who you are, what you do. It's how you develop engagement. And it's also how you develop connection and then ultimately purchase behavior, where people buy your products and services. So there is a right way to do it and a wrong way to do it. And as much as I love pasta, throwing spaghetti on the wall is not the right way to do it. There are three main phases. The first phase is your brand message. The second phase is your content strategy. And then the third phase is content execution. So think of your brand message like an architect's blueprint. That sets the foundation. It should set the foundation for all your communications. And this is how you stand out in the marketplace. This is how you distinguish your brand from your competition. And this is why people will come to you and not to your competition. Everything ladders up to this. The second phase is your content strategy. And that's where you're defining what is your core value. Is it information? Is it entertainment? Is it inspiration? Is it support? And then we work on levers and strategies for how are we going to drive awareness and how are we going to build engagement. So step 3 is content execution. What does your content look like, sound like, feel like? And this is sort of twofold. So it's content that's consumed by your target audience, but it is also content that you're creating with your industry partners in mind, your referral partners. So we're going to look at a couple of case studies. So the first is Premier Systems Design, a technology design firm. The brand strategy is all about luxury homeowners. And that's okay, the little tease, too soon. So luxury homeowners who want to live this beautiful, affluent lifestyle. And the content strategy is that what is stopping them, partially, is that they don't have the technology that they need in their home. And so the execution is something that we call the highway reel. And so this is basically, I found myself out in the Hamptons. I remembered my father gleefully talking about how he never had to cross the highway. He had everything he needed. And I thought, well, that's Premier's audience. Why cross the highway when you have everything you need at home? You've got interior audio, outdoor audio, interior lighting, outdoor lighting. And then, because we're talking specifically to the target audience, the caption was literally IYK. If you know, you know. We don't even need to say which highway. Everyone knows we're talking about the Montauk Highway. So I'll just play you like 5 seconds of that, if it works. And Jonathan, you weren't in the Hamptons, so my brother actually shot that. I said, can you stand on the Montauk Highway and not get run over, but get me a shot of the traffic, please? Yeah, okay. So the second, he managed to do it. So the second example is LSSNY, and that's Lutheran Social Services of New York. They're a social services agency in New York that helps vulnerable New Yorkers. And what's incredible, many things are incredible about this agency, but they provide social services, but they also try to impact social change. So it's one of those things like if you re-engineer yourself out of a job, you've done well for your client. So this is just an example of an e-blast sharing our success with you. And we're talking about the things like all these people, transition from supportive housing to permanent housing to independent housing. This youth was in a non-secure detention center. Now he's found employment as a security guard. So it's I think, very important to counteract whatever narrative might be out there. So the third example, so this is for the Norwalk Symphony in Connecticut. And basically the brand strategy is this is first quality entertainment, but local proximity in Connecticut. And the content strategy was let's do something really entertaining and let's take advantage of social media and do something that is very shareable. And let's be really explicit about it. So let's get the music director to get on camera wearing a shark costume because the Jaws suite was one of the pieces in the concert, and literally ask people, like, share this content. So we'll try to play just a really short. That's just to give you a.
Jonathan Yates. I'm the music director of the Norwalk.
So that's his shark suit.
I'd like to tell you about our.
And we can go. So this is what he did. So he basically said, and if this, gets enough likes and shares, maybe I'll even wear the shark costume for the real performance. And it did get enough likes and shares, and he did wear the shark suit for the real performance. Okay. So I spoke about this woman before. I'm obsessed. So this is an Instagram account. It's called Italingua, and I just think she nails it. So 10 rules for becoming truly Italian. She's got a catchy headline. She's always wearing her signature white. She has a fresh voice. She has very clever copy. So she says things like, in Italy, time is not a constraint, it's an ingredient. Like, I love that. So, so she does all these carousel posts, and she's always adding value. She's always giving a fresh perspective. She's always telling me something I did not know. She's delivering value. And then when she gets to the final screen, she doesn't do the hard sell. She makes it sound absolutely irresistible. Like, this should feel like a glass of chilled Prosecco. And look at that. Like, I don't really buy things directly from Instagram. I'm a little old school that way. I'm signing up for her online classes because she sold me. Like, yes, I want to think, act, and feel like an Italian, not just speak the language. So, and then in closing, this is how I do content. So this is a New Year's greeting that I did for the new year, which hopefully will play. And this is me drawing. And I want you to know that not only is that the Norwalk Symphony, but that is Charlie Johnson on trumpet making that hoarse, whinny sound. And I was ready for it, so I got it. So I don't know if anyone has any questions. Jay, I think you'll be shocked. I think I was under time, right? Okay.
Well, first of all, as a board member of Lutheran Social Services, I appreciate the messaging and the work and the content you deliver all the time to that special place. So thank you for that. But more importantly, how are you using AI in your business model and delivering on that?
So it's a great question. So it is the new shiny toy, right? And it's an amazing research tool, and I definitely use it. I would say I think of it as the baseline. So it's great for research. It's great for a quick answer. It's amazing with outlines. As a friend of mine said, and Gretchen Grant, I don't know if she actually said this or if it was from a book that we were reading, but I loved it. She said, I think of AI as my thought partner, but not the thought leader. And I think that's really the key. So for example, SEO, search engine optimization, used to be all the rage, right? And it's still really important. Is your content going to get discovered when people search? And now it's answer engine optimization, like AIO, so AEO is answer engine optimization. So is your content going to come up as an answer, when someone's, playing with AI? And where am I going with this? So for FAQ content, it's really useful. So someone like Rafi Salem, was right on this trend, and he said every website should have frequently asked questions. And the old sort of baby way of doing that was if you just go on Google and you type in a common search for your business and you get the answers, and then you scroll down and it says people also ask, or like frequently asked questions. So you want to kind of write the content that then is going to give those answers so that someone's searching for that, and then they're going to get to your site and you're going to have the answers. So it's that concept. But anyway, so AI is great to kind of give you a baseline. here's a baseline of like the top 10 questions or the top 100 questions if you're feeling ambitious for your business. But then I personally do not believe in just slapping that answer on your website for many reasons. Number one, I just object with every fiber of my being. Number two, you're going to be cookie cutter, you're going to sound like everyone else. Number three, AI can hallucinate and AI can be inaccurate. So you better check, that content before you just slap it on your site. And then finally, I want to work with my clients and really get their expertise and their thought leadership and their voice and tone and language and apply that to the base, to the foundation that AI has in fact done in 5 minutes. So that's how I would answer that.